We're finally moving into a new year, and with a new year means new makeup releases, new makeup trends. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of sit down and try and predict the future a little bit for what's to come in K-beauty for 2025. The first trend prediction on my list would be highlighters. I think highlighting is gonna be back in trend in 2025. In fact, for 2024 alone, I've seen a couple of brands actually releasing highlighters in different formulas. Majority is powdered, but specifically cream or balm-like highlighters are going to be like super trendy in 2025. We've seen a number of brands in the later half of 2024 releasing balm-like highlighters and getting a lot of international recognition and hype. So for example, the Hints Dimension balms as well as the Glint highlighting balms. I think these two on the international scale, these two are like the most popular because they are the first of its kind, at least in recent K-beauty market. So I think that's why it's the most popular, and also it serves the gap, the bridge to create such a product. So now that Daisy actually has released a similar balm kind of highlighting stick kind of thing, I am very, very sure more brands will release such of this product. And of course, they're gonna do like a clear one, and then they're gonna do your typical cool tone, warm tones, probably one that is like a cool pink, one that is a goldish warm kind of look as well. That's very, very common, at least for the color palette in K-beauty right now. I know we're talking about K-beauty, but in C-beauty, Chinese beauty, there's this Chinese brand called Juicy, and they have this highlighting stick as well. I believe it has gone viral because it's so doughy-like and it's so malleable that you can just flip-flop it everywhere and it won't break, but it's very, very sparkly as well. I have that. It's there. I'm a little bit lazy to take it. I believe a lot of brands would just jump on this trend of highlighting sticks. Whether or not they actually innovate and do something a little bit different, that one is a whole other discussion as well. But for sure, they will do one that is like a clear, balmy, translucent, sweat sheen-like, that kind of thing. And then probably one that it's a little bit more of the finer sparkle. Whether or not they actually try and do like a multi-chrome, something different in a different color palette, a different color story or undertone, we only know that in the future. I feel like both the glossy, wet editorial skin kind of look and the sparkly shimmer highlighters are actually going to be very, very popular. Two of these will be very popular. I think people are kind of low-key, a little bit tired of like the full matte skin, and people just want, a little bit of shine on their cheeks to kind of pop. Personally, for me, because I live in Southeast Asia, I live in Singapore, it's hot, it's humid. If you know, you know how sweaty you can get. On some days, like if you just were to step out within like 20 minutes or so, you are sweating yourself out. So the sweat I can achieve by myself on a natural daily basis. So I think I'm good for this trend, but I think this kind of highlighting stick formula would be very, very popular for people who live in colder, drier climates. The second trend prediction on my list is that smaller, underrated, unknown K-beauty brands are going to get more popular internationally than the bigger beauty brands in 2025. Now, I want to take a moment to think about what's a very big beauty brand? Etude House. If you were to compare them now in 2024 and a decade ago in 2014, in which decade were they more recognizable and just popular in general? I believe it would be 2014, to be honest. Back then, Etude was all the hype. Their physical stores were always filled to the brim. People will travel to Korea and like buy so much of Etude's products. And they generally were like, very innovative and releasing new things and new product types. But if you think about it now, in like recent years, what else has bigger brands like Etude released that are innovative? I think for Etude in particular, I'm not trying to bash them, but for Etude, it's probably their Fixing Tint, which was released in 2020 because of the pandemic, and it went viral. I loved it, and it was for a good reason as well. But other than that, in recent years, in 2024 alone, have they released anything that, it's different, that was iconic? Now we have brands like Hints, Glow, Free as well. Free was like, nobody knew about Flea until like the start of 2024, I feel. Blurry Pudding Pots was really what set them apart, and now every K-beauty brand is literally copying them and just releasing their own version, their own take on a lip and cheek tint. Right? You see this? So I feel like smaller beauty brands will probably be the trendsetter, and they're going to be looking out to fill the gaps in the market and feel like, okay, what product type is missing? What are people actually like wanting in the K-beauty space? And they're probably going to create a product and set themselves apart from the bigger beauty brands and have the bigger beauty brands copy them. I am pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. Oh, but I love to hear what are your trend predictions so far. Like, do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe as well. It's a free way to support the channel. Okay, this third one on my list. It's very controversial, but I have a feeling that you will agree with me. And it's personal color analysis needs to take a step back. I didn't say die, but it needs to take a step back and reevaluate itself. I feel like it's a 50-50 where half of me believes that brands are still going to beat the dead horse of personal color analysis with its rigid color stories, and it's the same shades all over again, right? The same pinks, the same purples, the same oranges, same peaches. However, I feel like the other 50% of me, right, believes that one brand is going to do something so like revolutionary or something so different in K-beauty space that everybody's gonna like blow their minds and be like, oh my god, it makes so much sense. Why didn't we do this earlier? Kind of thing. Something is going like that is gonna happen, and then every brand is gonna copy it, and then brands will start to experiment a little bit more with the personal colors palettes at least. So for example, if I want to buy a cool summer eyeshadow palette, you go to brand A and brand B, you buy two of these eyeshadow palettes that are labeled for summer best, and then you put them on your eyes, right? I kid you not, you will more or less get the same look, and the feel of it is the same as well. It's so boring. Like, did you know that teal is actually a very complimentary and flattering color for cool summers? We don't see teal in any of these eyeshadow palettes right now. For cool summers, because I'm a cool summer, it's always the same light washes of pink, purples, pastel, whites, that kind of thing. It's are you bored of it? Because I'm bored of it. I think brands will keep personal color analysis, the concept and idea of it, still in their makeup cosmetics line, because you cannot deny that having labeled colored cosmetics that are recommended for warm best, cool best, spring, summer, fall, winter best, I think that is very helpful for people to kind of have a better guide of what makeup they think looks good on them. I just wish that they would expand personal color analysis color palettes, because it's too boring. I can't. I had enough. Enough is enough. The next one on my list is multifunctional products. Now, 2024 is the year of potted lip and cheek products. Don't you agree? Every brand right now has more or less released their own take of a potted lip and cheek product, and it's very popular everywhere, in Korea, internationally, everywhere. So I feel that more of such multifunctional products, the ones that openly markets themselves as such as multifunctional, these will get popular in 2025. The keyword here is openly, because I feel that in today's society, a lot of us are rushing out in the mornings. We are busy getting ready. Sometimes you just want to look presentable enough and head out the door. So we don't really have the luxury of time. When you see a product, makeup product that says, hey, I can help you apply this on both lip and cheek, you don't have to think too hard in the morning, people will be like, great, that sounds amazing, I want to get one of this. So when people buy into such products, right, they're not only buying the product itself, they are investing into the desire that it will help them save time because of the ease of application. You can just dot it on your cheek, your lips, and be out the door. The appeal of looking cute while it being convenient, easy application, I think that appeals to the majority of working class people, you and I, because honestly, if you think about it, your standard cream bullet lipstick could act as a cream blusher as well. You don't see majority of people, or at least the ones that are creating content online or just like socially online a lot, taking a cream bullet lipstick and just like, you know, rubbing it and applying on their cheeks. That's why I say it's like a openly like marketing kind of thing that will kind of get you in a sense. So okay, that's a whole other conversation for another time. Wow, deviation. But I thought it was like interesting, like when I really try to like dissect it and like break it down. What other possible multifunctional products could there be? Maybe like tinted moisturizers. That would be quite nice to see. But I think in K-beauty, tinted moisturizers are kind of like BB creams or CC creams. Then again, they can also kind of act as makeup bases. So maybe we'll see tinted moisturizers. I have no clue. Because potted lip products was like a curveball that nobody really saw coming in 2024, and when it came, it was like wow, mind-blowing, right? So maybe we'll have that equivalent. What other things? Maybe like I read somewhere there's like a primer serum hybrid kind of thing, and as much as people try or brands try to like fuse makeup and skincare together, I am always a firm believer of like having standalone products, especially sunscreen. As much as it's nice to have a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream with like high SPF coverage, it's always best to wear standalone sunscreen underneath your makeup base. And because people are already like so sleep deprived, working like a 9 to 6 job, like it mentally drains you out so much. I know there are some people who actually bring their skincare and makeup along in their work bags. They just like slap it on when they're in the car or in public transport, or they do their makeup at their desk for like 5-10 minutes. So I think if like makeup products were getting like more portable or travel friendly, I think that's like another sub factor that we'll definitely be seeing more in 2025. I'd love to hear what are your trend predictions for makeup in K-beauty in 2025. Love to chit chat with y'all, so drop it down in the comments below. And if you want to check out what's new in K-beauty, the last few holiday releases, then I highly recommend you guys to check out this video over here.